Go into creating a new computer art project together in Pixlr E. What we're going to do is create some digital graffiti. So I want you to make 3 to 4 different tags, graffiti tags using type and layer styles and things like that in Pixlr. So I'm going to go to my home page here, make sure you are logged in. We're going to do a stock search. So another stock search for an image here. So stock search gives us some options for images to use that are free and really good quality images. So a win-win. So search brick wall for the stock search, and I can see the image that I'm going to use, but there's several others, and if you want to use a different one, you can use whichever ones that seem good to you. I kind of like this one too, but I'm going to go with the same one that I had done my other project in. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply, full HD, and now I have this picture ready to go in my canvas space. So I'm going to take my type tool, and then I'm going to click somewhere in your stage to add text. So I'll click add, and then first word I was going to do was Spartans. And what I want to do here is change my font size. So you can start by picking your font. You can start by changing the size. I like to change the size because then I can really see what we're doing here. So that's funny. I don't know if you can hear. There's sirens and stuff, people going on parade going out in our neighborhood right now. So sorry if you hear any of that noise going on. Trust me, everything is fine. It's just been a parade going on for the last few minutes. Convenient time for them to do that and me recording videos. But anyways, now that I got my size big, I can choose a font. And you want something pretty bold because this is graffiti. You don't want anything too like script-like this, not really quite the graffiti look we're going for. Something pretty bold and wide. Would be the best way to go. So just kind of scrolling through here, trying to find what I think might be a good graffiti font. There are lots, so take your time. This is a pretty good one, nice bold one here. Let's see. Sometimes this gets a little laggy. This one looks pretty good, actually looks kind of like the Spartans athletic font that we use sometimes. So go with that, and then let's go for some other options. So we're going to skip over color, we're going to add color later. So whatever color this is, doesn't matter. Size is good. Other settings, so we got letter space. We can make these letters go really close together by making the letter space negative, okay? And so that kind of will make our letters overlap. You might notice, okay, well, like my letters kind of blend together. We're going to give it an outline. You go to styles here, and we can go to turn on the outline, and that gives us an outline so we can kind of see our letters a little bit better. You could change the color of your outline if you want to change the color of your outline. You could make it any color you want. I would do white, black, or gray. Those are kind of the best ways to go for outlines for graffiti, at least. All right, and so now this is looking pretty good. I can, you can rotate if you want to rotate your text, you can rotate it. This looks pretty good though, okay? But now when we're going to get into this next step, you're not going to be able to edit your text. So be set with it before you go on from this point. So we want to rasterize this layer. So make sure you click on your type layer, select it, then go to layer and rasterize text element. Again, it makes it so we can't edit or change the lettering, but it makes it so that we can fill this text with a gradient, which is what we want to do. So I'm going to take my magic wand tool and select the add to selection option so that each time I click in the center of each of these letters to the colored part, it's going to add, each time I click, it's going to add that to the other selection of the other letters. So now that I have that, I'm going to zoom back out a little bit here. Now that I have them all selected, I could choose to fill with a gradient. So click on your gradient tool, click on this bar right here to change your gradient colors. If you want to change the color of either of these, you click on it, then click here to select a color. If you want to make a custom colored gradient, you can make these whatever color you want to make them. Okay, and then, oops, I happen to pick two of the same colors almost. You can choose from some of these gradients that they have here as well, because they do have some gradients in here that work really well also. So if any of these appeal to you, you can use these as well. I'm going to go with this first one that I had, and then we're just going to drag across. So drag, click, drag, top to bottom, and that fills with that gradient kind of nice fade. And then I'm going to hit Control D to deselect. All we got to do now is change the layer style. So I'm going to go to the three dots next to the layer and go to blend mode, and there's two we want to choose between, either overlay or hard light. Both of those are going to be the best ones for this. Overlay, you can see, you get the texture of the brick wall coming through, makes it look like it's blended to it. And the other one, hard light, is a little bit brighter, but you still see that texture coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it with overlay because I think that that worked for that. The other thing I was going to add, I'll do one more. So I'll do one more. We'll click on my type tool. I'm going to add like a signature. So click out here anywhere with your type tool, click add new type layer, and I'm just going to do kit. And so again, it's the process, best way to go is kind of start with adjusting your size. You know, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to fit it over here somewhere. Once you get the size up, down, or whatever, you're going to look for a font, a good font to use for what you're doing it for. I can make this box smaller, and so that will be a little bit less kind of in the way of other things. Okay, so again, color doesn't matter right now. Size, I can make the size go up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good, but now I need to change the size of the box. So, yeah, there we go. So expanding the size of the box a little bit. And then, yeah, so you have the other settings, styles, if you want outline. I'm going to leave no outline on this one, all right? So let's just go through these steps again. So we need to go to layer, make sure you have the layer selected. We go to layer, rasterize. Now that it's rasterized, I want to magic wand it. So with the add to selection selected, I'm going to click and click and click, and it looks like this particular text has a lot of like open spaces in it. So this one should be interesting. So I've got it selected. I'm going to go to my gradient tool. I'm going to use a different gradient here, maybe this one. And again, I'm going to click drag to try and fill that. Oh, it looked like it filled it. And then I'm going to hit Control D to deselect. Oh, nice. So that worked out pretty well. I was a little worried there with the way it looks selected. But anyways, still worked well. And then I'm going to go to blend mode and let's try overlay and maybe let's try hard light. So hard light is a little bit brighter and I think that works a little bit better. With this particular colors, that color fade gets lost in the brick. So, you know, if I wanted this to appear darker, I might change up my color gradient a little bit. So we could do that a couple ways. I could go back to this step here in my history, back when I still have it selected, and I could go back to my gradient tool and let's try out another gradient just for kicks. So let's go with like this one, a little bit darker with the blues. Click drag top to bottom. I don't know that I saw it fill there. Oh, see, because I'm on the correct layer. So I'm doing this on the background layer. So that might be a boo-boo. Okay, so that filled. So I'm going to go actually back to before this step because I think I might have screwed it up there a little bit. Okay, so on this layer, and now I have my gradient selected. Gradient tool, going to fill. Boom, Control D to take a look at what it looks like. And then I'm going to just change my layer style again. So hard light. Hard light works well if you don't have any outlines going on. You know, otherwise if you have outlines like here, the overlay works a little bit better. So anyways, there we go. We got a couple graffiti tags. Fill up your wall with however many you want to do. You know, 3, 4, go for more if you want. But have fun and get creative with your own digital graffiti.